Is your bleeding gum line quietly raising your stroke risk right now?
Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy to listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Hello, and welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Today we're examining how oral inflammation links directly to ischemic stroke and silent brain injury, and what steps you can take to cut that risk by protecting your gums. I'm Ethan Foster. Two new neurology open access papers connect gum disease and cavities with higher stroke rates and show that gum inflammation alone leaves measurable scars in your brain's small vessels years before symptoms appear. Let's walk through the data and then the actions you can take.
I'm Alara Sky. If you've thought of sore or bleeding gums as a local problem, the research is clear. When your gums are inflamed, bacteria and toxins enter your bloodstream, amplify immune reactions, damage vessel linings, and push your blood toward clotting. That systemic chain is what elevates stroke risk.
Over 21 years, researchers followed 5,986 adults and compared oral status with hospital and death records. Stroke occurred in 4.1% of people with healthy gums, 6.9% with gum disease alone, and 10% when gum disease and cavities were both present. After adjusting for age, smoking, blood pressure, and diabetes, having both conditions still meant an 86% higher risk of ischemic stroke and a 36% higher risk of major cardiovascular events.
They also found that thrombotic and cardioembolic strokes tracked most strongly with poor oral health. That points to two routes: clots that form inside brain-supplying arteries, and clots that form in your heart and travel to your brain. Mouth-borne inflammation and bacterial invasion promote both pathways.
Mechanistically, periodontal pockets and caries release inflammatory chemicals such as C-reactive protein that injure arterial lining and accelerate atherosclerosis. Common oral pathogens, including Streptococcus mutans and Porphyromonas gingivalis, have been detected in arterial plaques and heart tissue. In parallel, chronic gum inflammation increases clot-promoting molecules like fibrinogen and impairs endothelial function, making arteries less flexible and more vulnerable.
Consistent dental care changed outcomes. Participants who kept up regular dental visits were 81% less likely to have both gum disease and cavities, and they were less likely to suffer stroke during follow-up. That's a concrete step you can act on. Prioritize ongoing cleanings and biological dental care to prevent infection and lower inflammation.
The second study linked gum disease to white matter hyperintensity volume on MRI, silent injuries in small brain vessels that raise stroke and dementia risk. Among 1,143 adults, average age 77, those with periodontal disease had significantly greater white matter damage. Median white matter percentage was 2.83 with gum disease versus 2.52 with healthy gums, and periodontal disease increased the odds of extensive damage by 56% even after accounting for age, race, blood pressure, diabetes, and smoking.
This damage accumulates quietly. Many with the worst lesions had no diagnosed stroke. That's why it's often called silent brain injury. You may feel fine while microvascular harm progresses. Reducing gum inflammation helps stabilize your vascular system and preserves white matter.
So, what can you do today to lower oral inflammation? Begin by starving the bacteria that drive it. Sugary and acidic foods and drinks feed the organisms behind cavities and gum disease. Replacing ultra-processed snacks, sodas, sweetened coffees, and fruit juices with nutrient-dense choices, crisp fruits, raw vegetables, and grass-fed protein, supports gum integrity instead of fueling decay.
Hydration matters. Drinking plenty of pure water through the day helps flush food particles and bacteria, supporting a cleaner, less acidic environment in your mouth. Every swap from processed to real food gives your gums and vessels a chance to recover.
Daily hygiene is non-negotiable. Brush twice a day with a soft bristled brush using a fluoride-free, mineral-rich toothpaste for at least 2 minutes. Floss gently once a day, or use a water flosser if your gums are tender. Finish with a natural rinse. saltwater, or green tea extract are options that support a balanced oral microbiome and neutralize acids.
Nutrition supports repair. Vitamins C, D, and K2, along with minerals like calcium, magnesium, and zinc, help rebuild oral tissues and bone. Cutting back on processed seed oils and refined carbohydrates reduces interference with your immune response. If you prefer a do-it-yourself option, a remineralizing paste of ultrafine eggshell powder, baking soda, coconut oil, and peppermint essential oil provides gentle cleaning and calcium support without harsh additives.
Consider holistic approaches within a broader care plan. Finding a mercury-free biological dentist means materials and methods are chosen for whole-body compatibility, and mercury removal, if needed, is handled safely. This approach aligns oral treatments with cardiovascular and immune health rather than treating the mouth in isolation.
There are targeted tools you can add thoughtfully. Methylene blue, used as a mouth rinse at a 0.5% to 1% dilution, has been shown to deactivate microorganisms associated with gum disease and periodontitis. This is an example of addressing microbial burden while respecting surrounding tissues. Use within a professional plan.
You can also enhance circulation and lower oral bacterial counts with oil pulling. Swish a spoonful of coconut oil for 5 to 10 minutes and spit it out. Pair this with daily exercise to improve blood flow to your gums and brain, supporting vascular resilience on both fronts.
If your gums bleed when you brush, that's a signal to act rather than wait. Infections that start at the gumline don't stay local. They move through your bloodstream, raise clotting tendencies, and strain your endothelium. Small, consistent habits, cleanings, at-home hygiene, nutrient support, and biological care create measurable change in inflammation markers and vessel health.
The core message is straightforward. Protecting your gums protects your brain. The evidence ties oral inflammation to ischemic stroke and to early silent brain injuries that precede cognitive decline. Regular care reduces the infections that fuel those outcomes, and targeted nutrition and natural rinses reinforce the barrier against bacterial and toxin entry into your bloodstream.
Here's today's challenge. Tonight, do a full routine. 2-minute brush with a fluoride-free, mineral-rich paste, gentle floss or a water flosser, and a saltwater or green tea rinse. Tomorrow morning, replace a sweetened beverage with pure water and schedule a biological dental checkup if you're overdue. This week, prepare a small batch of remineralizing paste or add a brief coconut oil pull to your mornings. If you notice gum bleeding, track it daily for 7 days and use that record at your next appointment.
Thank you for watching Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.